What's up, everyone? How are you doing? Jimmy here with another tip of the week, and today I want to walk you through a presentation in Moxie Present specifically for open house attendees. The idea around this presentation is you have open house attendees that come in, maybe they sign in, you get their information. This is a great tool that you can use as a follow up to show value, give them some more information, and kind of really, again, show up better to the people that are actually there. Now, one of the nice things about this presentation is it's going to include a thank you. It's going to have some marketing information about why they should hire you as their buyer agent in Century 21 Beggins. And then finally, it's going to have the ability of you being able to choose a few properties that are still in that same community or area that could be similar to the ones that they looked at to give them more options. Let me just walk through to show you how to set it up, and then we'll walk through kind of why you want to do this and look at the presentation. So what you're going to want to do first is we do want to go into Moxie Present, and we're going to come up here to the blue box and click Create New. And from there, remember, this is for a buyer, so we're going to click Buyer, Continue. And then what we want to do is we want to scroll down and find the one that says Open House Attendee. Now, this is for Century 21 Beggins agents that we've made for you. So you don't have to create any of this. It's all done. You just have to follow these steps. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and click Open House Attendee. And then what I would actually do in this case is I would put the client's name from Open House. Okay, and then we're going to hit Create. From here, we want to do a couple quick things. What I think is important to do is to find the address or the property that they actually went to take a look at and came in for the open house so they can compare it to some of the other properties. So you can do this a couple different ways. If you want to just put in a zip code and say, here we go, let's just put a zip code in here and call it a day. And we start here. Or you could actually, if you wanted to, you could come in and you could actually pull up the property that they looked at and add that to this so it just shows it has a little bit more flair, I guess you can say. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull in an MLS number for the property. So let's take that out. I'm going to pull in the MLS number that they attended for the open house, and it's going to actually pull up a nice little picture here with some information and remarks on that property. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and hit continue. And from this next page here, this is where you're going to want to choose or find at least 2 or 3 other properties, if you can, that are going to be similar to the property that they went and took a look at. Now, what you can do is you can adjust filters to size. You can adjust it to how big it is. You can choose condo, hotel, whatever you want, a condo, hotel, townhomes, manufactured, farm and ranch, whatever you want, you can choose that in here. And then you can also select by price if you want to. So let's say we're going to look at things that are over $800,000 to max. So what this is going to do is this will actually pull up. And what I'll do is I'm going to actually change it from active to solds. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find a couple other properties that are similar to this one. Again, take a little bit of time to dig through so you can see what's going on. But the idea is to give them handpick a few properties that are similar to the one that they came and joined you at for the open house. Once I have selected them by checking off the photos there or adding them, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and hit continue. And from there, we are completed with this presentation. We are not going to go in and make pricing and estimates. There's nothing to do with that here. This is literally a presentation saying, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Here's some great information for you if you're going to make a decision in buying here in the future. So let's go take a look and see what this presentation looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on the web just to give you an idea. For those of you that already know how to do it, those are the steps. You can go ahead and send it out, print it out, text it, email, however you're going to do it. But you're going to notice here in the presentation, it's a nice thank you for showing. By the way, take a look below and you're going to see why partnering with Century 21 is the right move for you. There's a video in our presentation that walks through how we deliver results. There's some similar properties that are actually going to be in here. And as you scroll through, you're going to see our buyer presentation, which is beautiful. You're going to see some what to expect and even steps in the buyer process, just to give them a little taste of what you can do. And then it's going to go into a couple pages that are going to show some of the comparable properties that we pulled up for them that could be similar for it. Again, just giving them a little bit of value. Okay, a little side-by-side comparison versus the one they saw and the other properties that could work for them. And then that's it. The presentation is done. It's supposed to be short and sweet. Pick a few properties and give them something tangible that you can either text or email to them. And again, just show up a little bit differently as somebody comes in and looks at an open house. And that's your tip of the week. How to take a look at the open house attendee presentation to give them a little bit more value, show up a little bit better, and give them some more options of why they may want to choose you to represent them and help them find a property to purchase.